Alright, match number 5, and this time I'm going to be more specific than match 4. I want to play against an opponent who is not playing any counter spells, main deck or sideboard. Is that too much to ask? Is it? I just want to play against a simple aggro deck. I want to show off this deck against aggro decks because it is great against them. Alright, this hand is good against aggro decks because it has an Evankar's Justice. And since I asked politely, we are going to be playing against an aggro deck this time. I hope. So according to Soy Sauce 44's deck tech, they were trying out mind games as a one-of just to see how it was. And I have been unimpressed. In all my testing and in all my matches so far, I don't really want it in the deck. I sideboard it out almost all the time, and I'm not really sure what it's good against. It's sort of like a capsize, but I'd rather just have another capsize and play 2 of them. Alright, looks like we're up against Kuldotha Jeskai, maybe? Which is a fine matchup for us. The Goblin tokens make our edicts worse, but we can just eat up the Goblin tokens with Evankar's Justice. The burn is also a little bit scary, but then we try to get a whatever it is, the ramp artifact that gains us life down. Cycle this. Another accumulated knowledge, not bad. I'm not going to play it yet, though. Not till their turn. Alright, it looks like Kuldotha Jeskai. I don't want to draw land, so I'll fetch before I play accumulated knowledge. And we drew a capsize, which is not awful. Play a tap lane here. I have no reason to hold open mind games with buyback. Capsize could be a liability if our opponent is playing the version with whatever the draw 2 cards, sacrifice a permanent is. Perilous Research. They have a main deck Relic of Progenitus, so I guess that's the thing. These accumulated knowledges are about to get a lot worse, as are my Chainer's Edicts. Opponent, let's see what they pick up with their Skyfisher. They take the Relic up. And unfortunately, I still don't have counter magic, so they're going to get to do it again. I could mind games, targeting like anything to protect the accumulated knowledge. I don't think that's worth it. Alright, and our opponent is going to eat one of our knowledges. Alright, we get to Chainer's Edict them, play an Aqueduct, picking up an island, and hold up in Counterspell. And then starting next turn, we can capsize if we feel like that's the best thing to do. All right, and our opponent has conceded the game. I'm not really sure why. I think they must have glitched or something. Maybe they were meaning to undo or something and they accidentally conceded. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a message from our opponent here in a minute explaining why. I really would have liked to show off the deck versus an aggro deck, such as Goblins or Elves or Izzet Blitz. It's got a really great Izzet Blitz matchup. But I think it's pretty easy to imagine how one of these matchups go. You get to remove a bunch of their creatures because you play a ton of different kill spells. And then just 1 or 2 counter spells or 1 or 2 Evankar's Justices getting like a 3-for-1 puts you really far ahead. However, if you take too long to get set up, you can absolutely get run over by aggro decks. So it's all a matter of being able to keep the right type of hands and being able to remove stuff fast enough so your opponent is the one on the back foot and trying to resolve stuff in the face of your counter magic, as opposed to you always being a turn behind with removing stuff after it's already dealt damage to you. So we went 4-1 overall, even if one of them was a concession. You can see from the videos that the deck is quite slow to win and quite grindy. So if you're a hardcore control player, you will love the deck. And if you are an aggressive player and can't stand games that go on that long, then it will be like torture for you to have to play it. It definitely rewards knowledge of the metagame since you can tweak your deck week to week with different things to tutor up with your mystical teachings. And I have to say it is kind of cool to be that troll whose main win condition is a Curse of the Bloody Tome. If you enjoyed the videos, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to contact me, you can see the information in the intro video. That'll also tell you how to submit deck lists if you wish to. And don't forget to be on the lookout for our first viewer submissions starting next week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.